Let's start with Tranmere, 1-0. Talk me through the win.
It was a good win, good performance, especially first half. I said we limited them to probably one effort in the first half, an Ironside header. Other than that, I thought it was a really good performance. Should have took our chances in the first half, made it probably a bit more comfortable. Josh is at the bar with an header, probably should have scored, he knows that himself. And then he's had another chance. So, pleasing first half, just needed to reward ourselves really with a goal, which came in the second half early. Paddy Madden with some great play from Isaac. It's a great ball from Josh Woods initially, down the sides. Isaac does what he does. He's ran at people, he's checked, twisted turns, and then put a quality ball in. And as I said, it's right on the head of Paddy, and Paddy does what he's been doing for years.
3 1-0s in a row now. It just shows how competitive this league is.
It just shows how competitive we are. So, you know, dogged in terms of keeping the ball out the back of the net. That's what we've asked for. It's about the both boxes, isn't it? Defend one and attack the other, and make sure the ball goes in the back of the net and the other that you're attacking. So it happens in the 3 that you've just spoke about. So we're more than pleased with that. We've just got to keep going on.
I've got to ask you about Luke Butterfield's red cards. A lot of fans thought it was quite a harsh decision. Just keen to know what your thoughts are on that. Yeah,
in my opinion, ridiculous, to be honest. So we've appealed it, we've lost the appeal, which is just... So I don't really want to speak anymore on it because it's there for everyone to see. Or every Tranmere fan has commented on going, what an unbelievable sending off. It wasn't a sending off, but they found a way to send them off, and then, you know, obviously the appeal, you lose the appeal. So don't want to say any more. In my opinion, it's not a sending off. It's probably just possibly a yellow card, if that. Just a foul. So, you know, that's my opinion on it. And that's it now. So I don't want to say any more about it. I'm not putting the focus on any of them referees, if you like, or whoever makes them decisions on the panels that they have. So that's it. I want to focus on the team and the job at hand.
It is, though, 3 red cards in 2 matches. Is that something you've mentioned in dressing rooms to the players?
Well, you can't stop players from tackling and being aggressive and you know, in terms of being dogged and in defending and all that. In terms of the yellow cards, well, again, the Devin Matthews one. So it's a coming together. It's a coming together which, in my opinion, again, it wasn't a sending off. But the referee is given a sending off on the back of the information she's received. And it was Abigail on that night. And I know what she was thinking at the time, and I know what she was going to do until she changed her mind. So she got influenced. So that's that. It should have been a red card or a yellow card for the opponent, the lad that he slid in with. It wasn't. As I said, it took me back to the challenge James Keneally done at Plymouth away, when 2 of them come together, and the referee at that time and everyone in the stadium were like, oh my days, he sent the both of them off. So it's either a talking to or both a yellow card or just get up. You know, I don't know. So that was then, and it was a similar type of thing then. So I didn't get that one, but you know, there's nothing you can do but either appeal them, and in the past before that we've appealed them. So I'm sitting here now, we're so many minutes into this interview, and all we're talking about is the red cards and the discipline side of things. I've got the discipline under control, and people might think, oh, well, you've had a red card, you've had this. Look at the challenges. So it's about opinions. So if our lads don't challenge, then I'd be more worried about that. They're not reckless, they're in control of what they're doing. And unfortunately, on our side, they've ended up with red cards. So maybe the Josh Woods one where he's led, but if you look at the footage of that, the lad's on the floor, and then all of a sudden the lad jumps up. I don't know whether he's caught him, I haven't seen it again. Seeing on night, and funny enough, on the night when I was standing there, I actually thought Josh had done that and headed and caught the lad with his head. I thought it was a clash of heads. So, and until I got told, and honestly, gospel truth, I haven't seen it back. I don't want to see it back because I've moved on. You know, I haven't moved on with the appeal. Someone else has done that because I'm frustrated with all that. So that's something that I can't control. Everything else I can control. The team I can, what we do, how we go forward, how we speak, how we get our messages across. So in terms of the dissent ones, when people get booed, people do get booed for yellows and what have you. Not happy with them ones, but I understand it's an emotional game as well. So again, I don't want to touch any more on referees and sending offs and everything else. We've appealed, we've lost it. So disappointed with all of that. But now, and my focus has been this week, is the next game.
Well, let's move on then. So 4 wins in the last 5. The great form continues, and Sean Morley was saying just that the atmosphere in the dressing room is really, really positive at the moment.
Well, it is, but that helps when you're winning games, doesn't it? But It's been that way anyway. That helps and it lifts it even more so because it's a happier place to come into work. But in terms of being around the place, going back a good few months, if you like, it's still being the same. So we haven't changed the way we're going about things. The lads haven't changed the way they're going about things. And hopefully, you know, that has been reflected on what they've been doing on the pitch with the results.
And now 6 points off the playoffs, you know, definitely looking up rather than looking down.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, it's you can only go game by game, and that's what I'm going. I'm not going like, we do this, we do that, you know. So the next one, Shrewsbury at home, we're looking forward to it. We've been working on it all this week. We know the challenge is there with them. And as I said, we can't wait for it to kick off.
They're in a good run of form as well, Shrewsbury. What sort of game do you expect it to be?
Well, they're all tough in this league. It doesn't matter who you play. I mean, they just proved that. They've played Notts County the last game and won. I watched the game back, so you know, at the end of the day, the stat says they've won 1-0. Possession and how they went about it and all that stuff from both sides, then you can weigh all that up, and we've looked at all that. The game before that, they beat another good side in Swindon. So we beat Swindon here 4-0. So we know any team on any day can beat each other.